Black Pine Animal Sanctuary started in the late 1980s. It was started by a husband and wife that were known around town as the animal rescuers. It started with dogs and cats. Started to get a little bit more exotic. People would ask them to rescue ostriches and camels, so a little bit more obscure animals. And then it even started to become more like, hey, I have this tiger that needs to be rehomed, or I have this black bear. And so they kind of were questioning, how is this happening? And they started Black Pine Animal Park. In the early 2000s, we moved to our current location and we became a true sanctuary. So any place can call themselves a sanctuary, but to be a true sanctuary, you really need to follow the guidelines. We do not buy, sell, trade, or breed. But we are also accredited through the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, which is a top-tier organization. And that just means that our quality of care is at a high standard. They come and do an inspection every 3 years where they look at our habitat qualities, our diets, our medical issues and things like that, and just make sure that we are providing the best care for our animals. And so to be accredited by the GFAS is a huge honor. It is something that we are very, very proud of. To find an animal facility to go visit, you need to do a lot of research. But to have that accreditation stamp just means that you are going to the right place, you are visiting the right facilities that give their animals the best quality of care in terms of habitat size, nutrition, medical needs, and overall just animal well-being.
Black Pine Animal Sanctuary is a refuge for captive-raised exotic animals. Our team here at Black Pine has an array of experience in animal welfare. From zoology, wildlife, biology degrees, and more, we are providing excellent medical care and enrichment for all residents here at Black Pine. We actually have a combined 150 years of direct animal welfare experience here on this staff.
As a rescue, as a sanctuary, we rescue these animals from all different kinds of situations, primarily private ownership. People get monkeys as pets and they can become very aggressive, very possessive. We also rescue animals from entertainment industry, from the circus, and even pseudo-sanctuaries or roadside zoos that get shut down. Or we also have animals that come from the DNR or other conservation agencies as well. We currently have 4 tigers that came from Joe Exotic, or also known as the Tiger King. I'm sure you've heard of him. They arrived here at Black Pine in 2021. And I know a lot of people have seen that documentary and it kind of turned into like a big joke. A lot of people thought that documentary was funny, made jokes about Joe Exotic, but from our standpoint, or an animal welfare standpoint, it was the opposite. If you look, you can see the mistreatment of those animals, being forced outside for over 12 hours a day just to interact with people so that Joe Exotic could get money, was not feeding them properly. When we got the 4 cats, they were very malnourished. They had a lot of intestinal parasites and they just were not treated very well. Currently, they're all between the ages of 7 and 9. And they have terrible arthritis. They almost have the same issues as an elderly cat would have. That just shows the poor quality of care that they were receiving. At Black Pine Animal Sanctuary, we are a no-contact facility, which means we do not go in or interact with the majority of our animals. And what it comes down to, not only for safety, we want to make sure our staff is safe, but also our animals. But really, these animals, exotic animals, do not prefer to be handled or interacted with. What it really comes down to is the want of a human versus the need of the animals. Yes, you know, there's going to be a lot of people who want to go pet a tiger, but does that tiger actually want to be pet? No, not really.
Advocacy and education are 2 of the most important things that we do here at Black Pine Animal Sanctuary, aside from direct animal care. We want to make sure that not only are we providing our current animals with the best care possible, but we want to try to prevent this from happening to other animals. We want to make sure that we are being the voices for those who don't have one, make sure that we are trying to end the exotic pet trade. And the question comes up a lot, but doesn't that mean that the sanctuary won't exist? Yes, we hope that someday we don't have to exist because all of the exotic animals are out in the wild the way that they're supposed to be and not in people's homes.
In 2024, we established our education program. We invite people to the sanctuary for workshops and camps, but we even take our mission to the classrooms. It is important for people to understand our mission, why it matters, and about the exotic animal trade.
We heavily rely on the support of our community when it comes to donating the food our animals eat and the enrichment items that they enjoy, and when it comes to putting in volunteer hours on our grounds.
As a 501c3 nonprofit, we rely on donations. Those donations go to helping with projects like updating our primate house, our reptile house, and more to ensure that these animals have a safe home for the rest of their lives.
Oftentimes people ask us what they can do around the sanctuary to help support our mission, and even though we're a no-contact facility, there's still a variety of things you can do to help. You can prepare our animals' diets, you can represent Black Pine in the community at outreach events. One of our most important roles is probably being a docent or a tour guide and helping guide our guests through and telling them the stories of the animals who call Black Pine home.
The future of Black Pine is bright. We are ensuring that all animals have quality, beautiful environments to live for the rest of their lives. In the coming years, you will see a transformation in our reptile house and our primate house, ensuring that their environments are safe, healthy, and happy. Black Pine Animal Sanctuary exists to be a voice for animals, and you can be a voice too. Please support accredited sanctuaries and ensure that animals find safe refuge. You can visit our website, bpsanctuary.org, to learn more.